are back.
At Great Camp Sagamore,
That's right.
right in Racket Lake.
Yes. If you remember, last year we came and did a tour right around this time, actually. It was right when they were opening for the season. It was a beautiful rainy day.
Unlike today,
Which is
blue
gorgeous.
skies, perfect weather.
But we had such a great time, and it was so interesting. After the tour, we decided to become members, and lo and behold,
As a benefit of a member, you get invited to these great work weekends where they put you to work morning to night.
not quite, but we did get an email about their spring work weekend for volunteers, and we decided, let's give it a chance.
Yeah, let's give it a try because we enjoyed it so much. Let's see if what we learned more about Sagamore and a little bit behind the scenes.
Right, so we really had no idea what to expect. It was a Friday night check-in, and since it was Memorial Weekend, check out, but it wrapped up Monday afternoon, and we really did a ton of stuff. It was so awesome.
Well, the best part of it was meeting all the people.
Oh my gosh.
The people, I can't say enough about how welcoming they are. You know,
All the volunteers
friendly,
and staff. It was
volunteers,
incredible.
staff, people from all over the state, maybe even the country. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, someone
but,
was from Canada.
Yeah, the nicest, friendliest people, welcoming that you can ever think of.
Yeah, you guys can't see this, but it is black fly season, and we are being swarmed.
That's one thing we expected, black flies.
We did, yeah. So we had a great time. We met truly amazing people. But we're going to show you some of the stuff that we did here, and we're going to start in one of my favorite places on the campus, the bowling alley.
And the bowling alley is your first job.
It was my first job. Saturday morning, I was out here sweeping, vacuuming, dusting, polishing. I worked with Sandra. She was really fun, and we had a great time. And this is what the bowling alley looks like now. All right, when we got here, the canvas was all still down on the sides over here. So that got rolled up.
They put the canvas on for the winter to protect the lanes from the cold and snow and everything.
So we got everything swept out, got the lanes dusted, the gutters all cleaned out.
How bad was it for the winter? How bad was it in here? Was it all full of leaves and everything, or not
So
really?
there were some leaves, more than you would think, but the canvas really kept it pretty clean in here. It was dusty, and there was more pollen on the lanes that once the canvas got rolled up, we were like, oh, we missed a lot of spots.
Yeah, that pollen gets everywhere. Oh.
But yeah, we polished the balls, we polished the pins, and I can tell you, people have bowled in here. I set those pins up so they were all facing the same direction. So this has seen some use.
Yeah, there's some scores too.
Jeannie cleaned out the fireplace, even the ledges here. Yes, this is one day when we stay, we're gonna come stay and play some bowling.
And this is a manual bowling alley too. It's just a bowling alley, and someone has to go down there and set the pins up and roll the ball back for you.
Yes,
for
and
the person playing.
here's where the ball rolls back, and it circles right around and goes in the holder.
It's been here 100 years or more,
Yeah, I was so
and
excited.
still in great shape.
I was so excited this was my first assignment.
I know, I was jealous.
I know, but I came and helped you the next day,
Yep.
and we had some fun.
Yep.
All right, so while I was cleaning I keep wanting to call it a boathouse or two, a pool house, bowling alley. I don't know why I can't stick it. I love it, and I can't get the name in my head. But while I was doing that, what were you up to?
Well, we're getting the doors out of storage and bringing them, because they were painted last winter.
Yeah, the
nice
iconic doors.
bright red, and the black bolts in the front. They were all painted, I think by Deb, right?
Yep.
Yep. So we were getting those out of the storage, and we went over to hang them on the main lodge, and boy, those doors are heavy. It took 6 men to carry each door.
Wow.
They were heavy, and get it lined up on the hinges.
Here are the iconic doors.
All right, these doors, they're so heavy. 2 doors, 1, 2, painted this winter. 6 of us lift this out of the basement and load it into a truck and bring it up this porch. And then they're just hung on these
Massive iron hinges.
Yeah, the door is just, I can't believe how heavy it is. Each of them. Like four of us lifting it here, 6 of us getting in and out of the truck so they don't damage it, but they're heavy.
Yeah.
Several hundred pounds.
Yeah, these are the original doors.
And they still line up. They still line up right in those
Yeah.
hinges, no problem. Open and close. Oh, it looks great.
Yeah.
They did a good job painting it.
Yeah. I also did some work at the main lodge, which is where these doors are hung. Sorry, these flies are everywhere.
Yeah.
So I just did the boathouse on Saturday. Sunday, I helped John and the team he was with a project in the morning, and then in the afternoon, I did some work here at the main lodge. I heard there's a big nailing project going on at the main lodge. So I said, nailing project, I can do that. And what was this nailing project, John?
Nailing bark onto the stairs.
Right, I think they're new stairs, and we were just making sure that the bark is gonna stay on.
Yep, they look like they were redone last year.
I had to come under here, and another team started this first, but you see all these nails. They are everywhere.
Reattaching the bark.
So I spent some time under the stairs with Celine, and we nailed nails.
How many do you think you nailed? 20?
Enough that my hand was like silver, like I'd been rolling around in pencil dust. But I don't know, it was kind of nice. There was a breeze coming off the lake.
Yeah, and you're right
we were
here.
in the shade.
Yeah, look at the view while you're working, you know? Who can say they have that, right?
That's right. So actually, I did not mind nailing
Bark.
at all.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's how I finished up Sunday.
But you can see the stairs were all redone last year.
Yeah, they're not open for use yet on this side of the porch.
They're getting there. It's
But they're
all
getting
new,
there.
all new bracing underneath. Yep.
Yeah. Looks really good.
Yeah, it sure does.
So your first job after hanging the doors, what'd you work on?
And I helped the team removing the storm windows and putting in the screen windows for the summer, which we got to go, which was very fun because you got to go in a lot of rooms and check out all the rooms, all the different styles and different kinds of rooms. They're all a little bit different. And so that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I was really excited when I got to help you guys Sunday morning with the storms and screens because you did get to go in a lot of rooms and see just kind of how things are different.
There's a loon right there.
Shut up, oh
Right
my
there.
gosh. We interrupt this video for
I'll
nature.
try to get it with my phone too. So I can probably zoom in a little bit. So do it sideways.
Okay, well we saw a loon, but as soon as we got the camera over there, he went underwater, never to be seen again.
There, I'm still looking for him. I don't see him anymore.
Camera shy.
Yeah, I guess
Camera
so.
shy today. But anyway, doing the storms and screens was neat because you did get to go in all the rooms, in the basements of the buildings.
And the attics.
Yeah, so that
everywhere.
that was really cool. Got to scope out what room do we want to stay in next time.
Yep. And there are hundreds of windows and a lot more screens and windows than you'd ever think.
Right, matching them up, even with the code system they had, was a little tricky sometimes.
Yeah, but we got it done.
We did, and it was fun.
It's a lot of hard work at that. We had like 5 people, and it
Yeah.
was still, that was a lot of work.
It was, yeah, and finding them and where do they go, and
Yep.
then putting the storms back down somewhere.
But it was a lot of fun because you got to, bond with the people you're working with, But
Right.
after removing all the storm windows and installing the screen windows here at the main lodge, we were putting them in the basement. Found some old screen doors, and the person I was working with, Matt, said, "Oh, I wonder if these are the screen doors for the main doors," because he's never seen them installed. So we brought them upstairs, and they fit. We installed them temporarily just to see if they would open and close or if there's anything wrong with them, and nothing was wrong with them. But they're in pretty rough shape. So we took those screen doors off and brought them back to the carpentry shop where Matt sanded them down, took the old screens off, all the old moldings, polished up the hinges. And then after that was all cleaned up, we put a new coat of paint on them and reinstalled the screening on it and reinstalled the molding. Then we installed the doors, and this is what they look like. Beautiful brown, new screening.
They look really good.
Yeah, they sure do. Fantastic.
And it's nice because the back doors also have a set of screen doors, so you can really open up and get a nice cross breeze blowing
Yep,
through
with-
this main lodge.
Without the black flies and mosquitoes
Right.
coming through here.
Right. My main contribution to the project was running around as the gopher and running down to the main lodge from all the way up at Upper Campus to find which way the hinges needed to go on. Yeah, they came out fantastic.
Teamwork, and we got it all done.
That's right. Right at the last minute.
Yeah.
Okay, what else did we do? Monday.
Yep.
Monday, we painted a porch.
Yep.
We had torrential downpours Monday morning before breakfast, and I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to do anything. I thought we're all going to be inside sewing,
Yep,
and
raining.
they're going to be kicking me out as soon as they see how I am behind a sewing machine. But
We went to breakfast, and after breakfast,
Sun came
sun
out.
came out. Nice little breeze, kept the bugs down. So we did a painting project over at the Playhouse.
All right, we are at the Playhouse.
Monday morning, just got through raining. Everything's all damp and wet. We ate breakfast, and then the sun decided to come out. So a group of us met up here at the Playhouse, grabbed a bunch of paintbrushes and rollers and
Scrapers and a
Scrapers.
vacuum and brooms.
yep, and we scraped all the old paint and put a new application of paint on the porch.
And it looks great. Yeah, and many hands make light work.
Yep.
It went fast.
We probably had 10 people up here
I
painting.
bet we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2 porches. It
Yeah.
was great.
And this side of the porch, they believe, is the original. So you can see there's lots of old paint that we painted over. But it came out really good. And then on the other side, there was another group working on that side of the porch.
Maybe in the fall this will get
Yep.
painted up to match. Every red chair got painted also by the
Yes.
painters.
Yes.
I don't know how many there are.
I think I heard 20. They painted some random screens that needed touching up.
That's a lot of chairs.
I mean, the painters were always looking for extra hands. I think there were stairs that they had to paint. There was a lot of stuff
Yep.
getting painted. They really do
a fantastic
tremendous
job.
upkeep on this place.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. They have a small full-time staff, and then they've got seasonal staff.
But a lot of work gets done this volunteer weekend in the spring and in the
Yeah,
fall.
to open and close the camp
Yeah.
up for guests.
Yeah. How many volunteers do you think there were? 100?
Man,
I don't have
feel
a
like,
number, but
I
it
feel
was
like
like
I met
100
100 people.
Yeah. It was a lot. It wasn't 5 or 10, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people.
It was a lot of people.
I would say close to 100, if not 100.
Yeah. There was a silent auction
To help raise funds.
and we heard that it raised about $4,000
Yeah.
that goes directly to helping the preservation of this great camp, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Plus all of the donated volunteer hours to help do all of this work around here. People were mowing, people were trimming, I mean,
Yep. Moving stuff,
helping in the kitchen.
everything.
Yeah.
You name it.
Someone was doing
Things
it.
were getting done. And not just one person, it was a group of people. And
Yeah.
everyone worked. I can't say how much everyone worked together in such teamwork.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. I've never seen anything that worked so smoothly with
Yeah.
so many people.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I'm glad to be a part of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, me too.
It takes a lot. This is 20-something buildings here.
Yes.
And it takes a lot of upkeep and a lot of money to
Yeah.
keep this up. This is not a recreation in any event
Right. This
of any
is
of
an
this
original.
great camp.
That was
Every
a fly
building-
landing on the lens.
Every building here is original, and it's such a sight to see. If you get a chance to come here, take the tour. You can go in all these buildings. It's a fantastic place. I got a boathouse, canoes, kayaks,
Yeah.
fishing.
Yep.
You can go fishing here. There's lake trout,
Yep.
and landlocked salmon, brook trout. Yeah,
Incredible.
these bugs are really getting us now.
These bugs are crazy.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Yes, so if you are interested in staying at Sagamore, highly recommended. There's lots of programs you can come for. Like a weekend, they'll be doing pack baskets. They've got cycling weekends. They've got weekends with indigenous stories and music.
Pretty much anything for anyone.
Yeah, if
there's
you-
a weekend for it.
Right, if you want something less structured, they have the Simply Sagamore times here, which kind of just gives you time to have tours and just kind of take in the atmosphere. The food is amazing, the people are even better,
Yeah.
and just the atmosphere here, unmatched.
It is unmatched.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe unless you come and experience it for yourself.
Yeah, so at the very least, come for a tour, but
Yeah.
I would recommend a stay,
Yep.
for sure. All right, well, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and to follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
And we'll see you on the trails.